जगन्नाथान् महाबलान् जगद्रक्षार्थमुद्युक्तान् सर्वत्रासहराञ्जिनान् तैश्चाप्यधिगतं धर्मं संसारभयनाशनं शरणं यामि भावेन बोधिसत्त्वगणं तथा समन्तभद्रयात्मानं ददामि भयविह्वलः पुनश्च मञ्जुघोषाय ददाम्यात्मानमात्मना तं चावलोकितं नाथं कृपाव्याकुलचारिणं विरौम्यार्तरवं भीतः स मां रक्षतु पापिनम् आर्यमाकाशगर्भं च क्षितिगर्भं च भावतः सर्वान् महाकृपांश्चापि त्राणान् वेशि विरौम्यहम् यं दृष्ट्वैव च सन्त्रस्ता पलायन्ते चतुर्दिशं यमदूतादयो दृष्टास्तं नमस्यामि वज्रिणम् अतीत्ययुष्मद्वचनं साम्प्रतं भयदर्शन शरणं यामि वो भीतो भयं नाशय तद्रुतम् इत्वरव्याधिभीतोऽपि वैद्यवाक्यं न लङ्घये किमु व्याधिसतिर्ग्रस्तश्चतुर्भिश्चतुरुत्तरैः एकेनापि यतः सर्वे जम्बुदीपगता नरः नश्यन्ति येषां भैषज्यं सर्वदिक्षु न लभ्यते तत्र सर्वज्ञवैद्यस्य सर्वशल्यापहारिणः वाक्यमुल्लङ्घयामीति धिङ्मामत्यन्तमोहितम् अत्यप्रमत्तस्तिष्ठामि प्रपातेष्वितरेष्वपि किमु योजनसाहस्रे प्रपाते दीर्घकालिके अद्यैव मरणं नैति न युक्ता मे सुखासिका अवश्यमेति सा वेला न भविष्याम्यहं यदा अभयं केन मे दत्तं निस्सारिष्यामि वा कथम् अवश्यं न भविष्यामि कस्मान्मे सुस्थितं मनः पूर्वानुभूतनष्टेभ्यः किं मे सारमवस्थितम् येषु मे विनिविष्टेन गुरूणां लङ्घितं वचः जीवलोकमिमं त्यक्त्वा बन्धुन् परिचितांस्तथा एकाकी क्वापि यास्यामि किं मे सर्वैः प्रियाः प्रियैः इयमेव तु मे चिन्ता युक्ता रात्रिन्दिवं तदा अशुभान्नियतं दुःखं निःसरेयं ततः कथम् मया बालेन मूढेन यत्किञ्चित् पापमाचितं प्रकृत्या यच्च सावद्यं प्रज्ञप्त्यावद्यमेव च तत्सर्वं देशयाम्येष नाथानाम् अग्रतस्थितः कृताञ्जलिर्दुःखभीतः प्रणिपत्य पुनः पुनः अत्ययमत्ययत्वेन प्रतिगृह्णन्तु नायकः अभद्रकमिदं नाथ न कर्तव्यं पुनर्मया अभद्रकमिदं नाथ न कर्तव्यं पुनर्मया अभद्रकमिदं नाथ न कर्तव्यं पुनर्मया। इति श्री शान्तिरेव विरचिते बोधिचर्यावतारे पापदेशना नाम द्वितीयः परिच्छेदः।
All right, I want to welcome everybody here to the Rime Center. I'm so happy that you're able to join us this morning. And if this is your first time joining us and you're looking for a spiritual home, I do hope that you consider the Rime Center as that home. I want to just go through some announcements that we have. Just want to let everyone know following the service, the Rime Center gift shop is going to be open upstairs. So definitely please stop by, take a look. We also have some images of Milarepa that's up there on the shrine that Rinpoche has blessed over the weekend. If you would like an image, they're free for anyone to take. Just treat them with respect and put them on your shrine. I also want to mention that we are after the Sunday service next Sunday, August 17th. We're looking for some volunteers to help us move cushions and other items from St. Mark's back here to the Rime Center. And definitely visit our website to learn more about all of our different activities. Just want to thank everyone for your support in creating a community that embraces the Buddha's teachings of love, compassion, and wisdom. This would not have been possible without your generous financial contributions. Our goal is to carry on the legacy of our founders, Lama, Chuck, and Mary, in making the Rime Center a warm and welcoming home that nourishes and supports us on our journey towards liberation. Together, we can continue to create a place of learning, reflection, and joy. So I'm going to introduce Rinpoche, and then we're going to do our opening prayers. So hopefully everybody has a copy of the prayers that we're going to do. If not, raise your hand. I think we have some copies left. But I just want to mention how deeply grateful we are to Yogi Achara Lama Gursum Rinpoche for his visit here to the Rime Buddha Center. Rinpoche was born in India, trained at the Central Institute of Higher Tibetan Studies in Varanasi, and in 2002 he completed a 3-year retreat focusing on Mahamudra and the 6 yogas of Naropa. And Rinpoche has since then been teaching the Dharma globally for over 25 years. This weekend, he guided us through the inspiring songs and life of Milarepa, touching our hearts with warmth, humility, and clarity. His presence reminded us that awakening is alive in each moment. So thank you, Lama Gursum Rinpoche, for your blessing of our Sangha and carrying Milarepa's timeless message of perseverance, devotion, and realization. So we'll start with our refuge vows. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightenment is reached. May my generosity and accumulations of merit bring benefit to all beings, and may all beings actualize perfect Buddhahood. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightenment is reached. May my generosity and accumulations of merit bring benefit to all beings, and may all beings actualize perfect Buddhahood. In the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, I go for refuge until enlightenment is reached. May my generosity and accumulations of merit bring benefit to all beings, and may all beings actualize perfect Buddhahood. For immeasurables, may all beings be endowed with happiness. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separated from happiness. And may all beings abide in equanimity, undisturbed by the 8 worldly concerns. May all beings be endowed with happiness. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separated from happiness. And may all beings abide in equanimity, undisturbed by the 8 worldly concerns. May all beings be endowed with happiness. May all beings be free from suffering. May all beings never be separated from happiness. And may all beings abide in equanimity, undisturbed by the 8 worldly concerns. For as long as space endures, and for as long as living beings remain, until then may we too abide to dispel the misery of the world. 7-limb prayer. Reverently I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind, and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and mentally transformed. I declare all my negative actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the merits of all holy and ordinary beings. Please remain until samsara ends, and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate the merit created by myself and others to the great enlightenment. Mandal offering. This ground anointed with perfume, strewn with flowers, adorned with Mount Meru, 4 continents, the sun and the moon. I imagine this as a Buddha field and offer it. May all living beings enjoy this pure land. The objects of my attachment, aversion, and ignorance, friends, enemies, strangers, my body, wealth, and enjoyments, without any sense of loss, I offer this collection. Please accept it with pleasure and bless me with the freedom from the 3 poisons. Idam Guru Ratnam Nulakam Niyatayami. And then prayer to turn the wheel of Dharma. In harmony with the different wishes and mindsets of sentient beings, please turn the wheel of Dharma of the common, great, and lesser vehicles.
Okay, so good morning, everyone. Welcome this morning. And so first I would like to say thank you for everyone here, as well as Zoom. Really thank you so much. And especially would like to thank you for Rime Center and Lama Met, as well as all the members of the centers and supporter of the centers. I really always appreciate, grateful. So now today is our, actually the topic is about the Mahamudra introduction. So First, I thought, well, I'm going to do some supplication prayer to the lineage master as receiving blessings. So then after that, we'll have a short meditation during this time. And then after that, I'm going to talk about little bit about some words about the Mahamudra. And then if we have time little more, I would like to have some QA. So please, then that also very, very, of course, helps to the myself too. So now, before we're going to do this supplication, which is I'm going to do in Tibetan, invoking great masters, especially lineage blessing of the Mahamudra lineage, Milarepa, including everyone. So now what you do is, of course, you all meditators, so you have to meditate during this my supplication time. So the resting first, the body, try to relax, nature state, sitting comfortable, wherever you are, on the cushions, on the chair, wherever you are. Be aware about your body, needed relax, rest, deep inside as possible. Then resting, after that, you are breathing. Maybe you can breathe a couple times, inhale, exhale. Breathing, needed resting, nature state. Then third one is the mind and the heart. Also remain into the nature state. Just be aware about everything is happening in the mind and the heart. Everything is okay, it's nothing wrong. Try to not chasing after the thought. Try to not judging about the thoughts. Try to not creating thoughts. Just whatever rises, just watch it, remain deep inside meditation. So now I'm going to start my supplication prayers in Tibetan. sense je dongwe so wande lama cherang tawa senje lo ne je so nye de na pa dor je chanda ye me jam go antele lendo ya sense je dongwe so wande lama chera dawara senje lo ne je so nye de pa dor je chanda ye me be jam go chu je na wa ya sense je dongwe so wande lama chera tawa senje lo ne je so nye de na pa dor je chanda ye me ga chen dor je chan chen ya sense je dongwe so wande lama chera dawara senje lo ne je so nye de na pa dor je chanda ye re me be tu che san je nye ba ya sense je dongwe so wande lama chera tawa senje lo ne son de dan do la senje lo je min je toran ze dos sen kro la shen ba lo bara shu nai ni mo ra sa to le yon do la ra to wa ra shu ma le ha ye me do pa ye ra se chu go do pa ra shu je la ma ko me nam ta ra se de ba nyam ba ra se je lo la na se ko de ma le che sa ja chen be ro nyam shu Chujen jatsun je rimo la ga lo de shen du ga me do sum ye re ma de che wa nge je ta wa nyo do du ni ma ne be tu so yen do ma da pa do do ge le lo nyam le mo la tsun de ta bo me shen bo ro tsun de ma da den ge den da da do we chen je ga la da da do we tsen na nam ge lo da de re sa ba che we ja nyu jo do de je na de ja bo do jo na no jo za da ni she je me che wa de ne ga da ga do ya le ne de ma shen do ji so dang ri do khur we do me sam na ni lo da bo da ba ba mo de be shou lan de sam da ni je da bo Shin pen je ju do ma je na tum la me ur je men jong we sam gun do de la ne de zo rang liu la ge je bo la shen jir me je den sa ma zen ma gan de ngor ma min de we li dam je la la ne de zo la ma gu je kan re la me ge je ni ma shan sa la je chu je men je we sam me gu de la ne de zo sam ni je nang ba yang ba la nam do ke tin zo ma den chen ye je sa kra me ra we sam ma do de la ne de zo so ni shen je no wo la mu lam je se do ma je gu do chen je we men jo we je ngo wan de la ne de zo nang wa da nyam be sim je tang je lo chu zo do wa re sin je lab do Che lam do do wa ra sin je lab do so lam chu ba sa wa ra sin je lab do tu na yi shi san cha wa ra sin je lab do so wa sa sa ja chen pa cho ge nga do to wa ra sin je lab do so che wa gun do yang da lam ma dang zhe mi che je ba lo long che che sa da lam je yen de ra zo ne do je chang ge Compagnon do sho san ju sim ne ren bo che ma je bo nam che ju che ba nyam ba me bo ko ne kon do be wo sho Okay, so now welcome back everyone again. Now we already did the meditation part of Mahamudra, which we call the practice on the cushion, or whatever we call the practice of Mahamudra meditation. So practice of Mahamudra is very important. Without, according to practice point of view, the lineage, the blessing point of view, without the practice, it is very difficult to realize the true nature of Mahamudra. Another way of saying true nature of our own mind and heart. Another Mahamudra. So the meaning of Mahamudra means nature of mind and heart. So the practice is very, very required, So therefore, in the Mahamudra teaching says, some maybe have time to meditate long hours as possible, which is nothing wrong. They can keep it always, whatever practice for every day doing for hours meditation, which is wonderful. And there is some, there is not enough time, whatever, our due to a lot of, activities, working and so forth. But those can be practice meditation every day, 10, 15 minutes, not much. Just 10, 15 minutes is really, how to say, I'm speaking sometimes very direct, okay? Because sometimes we get, so what I mean is 15 minutes, really, we need to switch off our phones, switch off the computers, whatever it is, unless there is some emergency, then it is no choice, that's it. Other than, we have to really switch off 15 minutes. 15 minutes is nothing going to be held down, anything. Nothing going to be happen. So now we have a little challenge in our life, right? So what I'm trying to say is 15 minutes, as I mentioned, but I'm talking about the practice part. 15 minutes resting our body, relax, the number one, you have to experience the body is really relaxed or not. With the breathing, continue breathing, relax, body deep, free from all pain and uncomfortable, whatever. Then, second thing is try to the breathing, the speech. Breathing needed to relax. Breathing deep, nature state, really, you can experience your body and the mind, heart, but sometimes you don't feel like I'm breathing. So that much has to practice. But it is breathing always. The subtle level is always breathing. If not, then we cannot be alive. That's very clear, right? But there is a certain deep breathing. It helps to the really body settle down. Then it settles our mind and emotions, really relax deep. So that means 15 minutes walking, the meditation. Once we sit in nature state, Mahamudra really. So Mahamudra is what? It's like a space. Space is boundless, free from everything. There's no boundary. There's no color. We call the space is blue, but actually it's beyond the blue, the actual nature, true nature of the space is. So likewise, what you're talking about, our mind and heart, is like a space. Free, has to be free like a space. Boundless. Free from all the thoughts. Then the resting mind deep in that state, and they relax. So then that practice is everything, Mahamudra meditation is there. We can do at home like this. And somebody maybe have an opportunity if you go outside, if you have a wonderful space, look at the space more, look at eyes, look at the space, open eye, look at the space again. Nothing else. Just look at, just watch it. Don't worry about what's happening or not at the space. your mind and heart, which is we call the here, right? Whatever. That's another question. What is not? That's the difference. So here, mind and heart. Then you breathe out. Just let go mind and heart, merging with the space. You know, merging with the space. Relax. Watch it. Okay. See how far you can remain there. Then relax. Then sometimes the energy of the space you bring back to your heart and mind, merging with your heart and mind, all the energy of the space, and then relax. That is the best practice, actually. Everybody can do it. Then we can learn from there what's happening. As I said, our Mahamudra, the nature of the mind and heart is space. If we understanding that, if we realize it, if we experience it, that is matters actually. Not only the intellectual. It's a wonderful intellectual. Start from intellectual. But we have to go beyond intellectual. Heart and mind can experience. My heart and mind is like really open, like a space, boundless. Then you look at the space again after some time. Then what happens? Cloud comes. Maybe not. But it is possible. Cloud will come back. Matter of time. Right? Then you just have to look at the cloud. Have nothing to do with the cloud. We already seen the nature of space is boundless. Boundless. No colors. No boundaries. Now look at the cloud. Cloud comes. Remain the mind and heart as a space. Then look at the cloud come. Then suddenly cloud goes away, disappears. Then again, few minutes comes back again, continue, Maybe there are sometimes lots of clouds possible. Sometimes maybe no more, few clouds there. Sometimes the clouds remains little long, possible. Sometimes not. It immediately goes away. Depends on the energy of the air. Right? The energy moves, the air moves in the space, whatever the energy of the earth, then the cloud naturally back to disappears, dissolves. Cloud goes where? Nowhere. It dissolves back to the sand, wherever it comes from, the space or the earth, it dissolves, goes back there. So then you look again, then watching in the heart and the mind. There arises so different thoughts. Just watch, look it again. It's nothing to do with your true nature of the mind and heart. Thought is always comes, goes, comes, goes. That's the reality nature of the thoughts. Reality nature of the mind and heart. No one can stop it. It comes, goes. So then practice again and again. Then that thought, it doesn't matter whether comes, whatever thoughts of the present, future, past, comes, goes. It doesn't really bother us anymore. No. So likewise, our thoughts, all the past thought, present thought, future thoughts, like a cloud. So we remain our mind and heart like a space. So then there is sometimes, maybe beginning little bit distractions. The thought rises, cloud rises, possible. There's nothing wrong with that. Gradually practice this again and again, resting nature state mind like a space. Then one day, cloud rises or not so much different matters. Oneself have some kind of experiences inside. So joy, so free, completely free. Experience some kind of dear insight, unbelievable peace, which we cannot really buy from somewhere, which we cannot expecting from somewhere, which is come from within oneself. It's nowhere. It's nothing come from the masters. No, according to Mahamudra point of view, no. It comes from within ourselves. It is already there. We haven't yet realized it. We haven't yet practiced it. We haven't thought about it. We haven't studied about it. It's already there. So therefore, again practice this, which I try to explain the practice part first. Again and again practice this. Then one day, gradually, thoughts are not so matter. It doesn't really disturb at all. Rather than the disturbing, thought rises, it more supports to the inner meditation. Any thoughts, doesn't matter thoughts. Beginning thoughts, little bit challenge. That's the reality nature. Continue practice, and then these thoughts are no longer. Thoughts have become a really support to inner realization, inner development, inner increase the qualities. So that much practice. Practice, of course, somebody, as I mentioned early, 1 hour, wonderful. If not, just 15 minutes every day. 15 minutes maybe someday be very good meditation. What I mean is no distractions, no disturbance, no distraction, anything. That is possible. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Just accept, Just it let go 15 minutes and relax. And someday, maybe not. Maybe lots of thoughts. The 15 minutes is just kind of so many thoughts there. Then what I have to do as a practitioner, just look at that, just let it go, relax, move forward, and just leave it, and that's okay. Nothing push oneself, and start it tomorrow again, 15 minutes. So there's the 15 minutes, sometimes here, sometimes down, sometimes there, sometimes there. That happens. Because we are in a path of meditation, that's what we call, right? So then one day, doesn't matter, it's always there. Whether you sit, it's there. Whether you walk, it's there. Whether you talk to somebody, your mindful awareness is always a joy and happy. Whether you go sleep in the night and a dream, it's always there. So that is the practice. So therefore, so that is called the what? Therefore, Mahamudra is called the basic Mahamudra, the fundamental Mahamudra, which is very important for us. Have to understand it. Mahamudra is divided into 3 sections. Fundamental Mahamudra, the practice, the path of Mahamudra, then fruition, the result of the Mahamudra. The fundamental Mahamudra is what? The fundamental Mahamudra is our true nature of the mind is already Buddha nature. It's already awakened, which is in ourselves. That's called the Buddha nature, the Tathagata Garbha in Sanskrit, right? The potential of the awakened is within us already. According to Buddhist philosophy, it's already been, how to say, many eons, whatever, previous many eons, there's no boundary actually, there's no beginningless, that's what it's about, the beginningless. Where it has come from, Buddhist philosophy says, it is beginningless, it is already within us. Every human beings, non-human beings, everyone has that Buddha nature, the potential. The potential is within us. It's a very important, of course, have to know that, The potential is nothing come from the Buddha's blessings or the lineage blessings. It's already there. The blessing of the prayer, what it does, it opens. It's conditioned, like raining. Rain comes, and all the trees, the grass, everything, plants, and become a wake up. Right? It's very clear, isn't it? Right now, we see that. As soon as the water there, it's just waking up like that. Like a blessing is like that. Guru blessing, the lineage masters, their blessing, their blessing, it's like a watering there, and then waking up that. But the seed is there, If the seed is not there, how much you put the water, there's no going to be happen the flower, right? No way, right? Every plant, the wonderful garden we have, if there's no seed, expecting the wonderful flower in the garden, no way, right? Then the water is becoming just not so useful, the wasting water. So the seed, what I'm saying is, the Buddha nature, the potential of Mahamudra is within us. That is very important to know. Matter of time, some may take long practice, some may take short practice, how much hard working, some may be needed less hard working. That is possible, Like for example, for Milarepa, took him a lot of hard work, right? A lot of hard work, the historical. And then there's many masters, his or her realization is different ways, So that is the Buddha nature of, is the potential. One way, how to say, the Dzogpa Chenpo called, what you call, Kundu Zangmo, right? Samandabhadra, Samandabhadri. That means Kundu means always, always pure, always wonderful, pure nature. Our internal, deep level, heart and mind is always as pure. It is Buddha nature. That is supposed to, in order to waking up that Buddha nature, so therefore it is necessary to take a path. So therefore it is called the second part of the Mahamudra is what? Path of Mahamudra. The practice of Mahamudra. Right? Practice of Mahamudra is what? The simple you put it like a practice of calm abiding, practice of insight meditation, the vipassana, the practice of the Mahamudra, Lakthong, we call the Lakthong practice. So those are the path of Mahamudra. Path of Mahamudra is like a what? The practice of refuge, like we did, practice of motivation, the prayer, for measurable, love, compassion, joy, equanimity. Then another practice what? Generally speaking, in the Sutrayana, practice of 6 perfections, right? Practice of generosity, practice of ethics, practice of patience, practice of diligence, practice of meditation, the concentration, practice of wisdom. All the practices is part of Mahamudra. They call the different way. Mahamudra and Vajrayana Mahamudra as traditional, and the Sutrayana's Mahamudra. Actually, the point is the same. Actually, one talking about same point. Whether talk of Mahamudra, whether talk of Dzogpa Chenpo, the point is talking about the same thing. The potential Mahamudra and the path of Mahamudra. So therefore, depends on the understanding of the fundamental Mahamudra, depends on the path of Mahamudra practice. Depends on the practice, how we do it, Like I mentioned the short meditation, which is everybody can do it, very simple. So, then in the Mahamudra, path of Mahamudra, as one mind training, there are a few things I like to, which is I always do. Let me, I can speak that. There is maybe many things there possible, which I like to share with you, maybe useful, rather than some of them I never practice, I don't know really much, So which I practice is I can share some words, that'd be very good. The path of Mahamudra, when we practice Mahamudra, like sitting Mahamudra, it is very important. In a sitting Mahamudra practice, there are few things are really and have to understand. When we sit, meditate, like relax, nature stay, then suddenly thought comes. So now what we have to do, we are talking about the path of Mahamudra, right? Practice of Mahamudra. So what we have to do, just watch it. Just leave it itself. Try to not chasing after the thoughts. Whether it is a good thought, whether it is positive thought, whether it is a negative thought, whether it is fear of the thought, whatever it is, whether it is attachment thought, whether it is aversion thought, there's a lot of different thought. Whether it is loving thought, whether it is a compassion thought, whether it is a bodhicitta, enlightened mind thought, doesn't matter. Mahamudra point is, doesn't matter for that thoughts. Thought is a thought. Very simple it is. So then, do not follow after thought. That is one of the keeping in the meditators. Then, very important. Easy to say, do not follow the thought. Now challenge part is how to do it. You know, the how to do the method is for me is when soon as you first it's very important to recognizing that thoughts. You know, do you realize recognizing that thought? Just relax, natural breathing again. Just watch it, deep, breathe again a couple times. Then that thought really disappears. Then go back to the again, natural state again. Any thought is like that. If we do try to thinking about the thought, and then we try to the second thoughts, try to antidote, you know, then it doesn't work actually. The mind is very funny actually. You know, the emotion part is very, very tricky subject, you know. It's like very tricky. It has to be kind of very interesting insight to learn. So just watch it, deep breathing, be nice. That's very important. Yesterday we were talking about kindness. We have to be kind to the thoughts. That's very important. Many times meditators don't know how to be kind with the thoughts. Then it's big trouble after that. Any thoughts, we have to be kind with thoughts. Kind with thought means, it does not mean accept it. It does not mean reject it. Beyond accept it, beyond reject it. Just to watch it, be nice, breathe it, just relax, just watch again. Then get better and better. Of course, it takes practice, right? So it takes practice again and again. So then, realize it true. Then one day it's totally free. Not chasing the thoughts. Second thing is, not judging the thoughts. Many times we try to judge about the thoughts. Where it has come from, how it has come from, and such and such deed, and such an idea. I am so venerable, treasurable myself, and great. See, then it gets a really bad kind of. That's what Mahabuddha we call the chingpa, means bind it. Binded by the thoughts. Like I always call this like, thought is like a mala. 108 thoughts. So then what's it like this? Great. You know? Oh, we're judging there. Then we try to again 100 thoughts. Then 108. 108. So then you cannot really see the fingers anymore. The flower here, you not see it. Everything's binded. So then we are so tight here. Then not just that. Then what happens? After we judging thought, then there is more things. Then what we did, we hold. this is my way. I know this is very well. This is the truth. So we just hold, right? That's what called Tibetan called the Zen pose, right? Strong hold there. So then this become a really, really inside so tight in the heart. Doesn't open, cannot. So the meditation, what does? When we release the tightness, the holding part, then lose that. First time, second time, third time, fourth time, 10 times, 100 times, continue meditation. Then we're totally free. So that is generally called how the mind become a totally awakened. Mind is totally free. So those are the, in the Mahamudra practice, very important. Second thing is the practice of be kind to oneself, to thoughts, try to be nice as possible. Then become again and again practice again and again. Then become a totally, meditation is whether we meditate or whether we do not meditate. The certain level comes. But until we reach that really kind of stabilizing, very well stable confidence, then until then have to continue practice, all the practices, 6 perfections, including everything has to practice, So, so those are the, Mahamudra, or part of Mahamudra. It's a very, both important, fundamental Mahamudras, first understanding, then path, the practice of Mahamudra is very important, and then the result of the Mahamudra, fruition Mahamudra is what? The totally result of the Mahamudra is then within oneself it's become a very compassion rises. Loving kindness has become a boundless loving kindness. Doesn't have to be creating something. It's always natural like that, our body and the mind. Loving kindness has become a boundless, and compassion has become a boundless. The joy, the blissful, the joy, the happy, the peace, it becomes boundless. It's nothing to do with any other things actually. It's just to do with here. That's all. Everything is within, so light, within inside. So that is actually the real compassion. Boundless compassion rises. Bodhicitta, enlightened mind, is boundless, always. So that is actually now is a service to the benefit sentient beings comes, So that is called fundamental Mahamudra, and the path of Mahamudra, and the result of the Mahamudras. Also, those are the general speaking about Mahamudras. Now, going point is here. The most important point is we all have to try to meditate, as That's very important. Without a meditation, there's no way. If somebody asks without a meditation, realization, Mahamudra, Dzogpa Chenpo, the answer is yes, without meditation. You know, then the actual practice is time. It doesn't work that way. It didn't work for Milarepa either. Remember the Milarepa life story, right? Beginning, he received all the teaching, Mahamudra, the Dzogpa Chenpo. He went back to sleep, day after day. Then he came back to see again teacher. The teacher noticed, you know. The teacher, Madhya, noticed. The teacher asked what happened. Then Milarepa answered, remember? Milarepa answered saying, you say it doesn't take hard working, it rises naturally. And then Milarepa says, I thought that was naturally rises. Then Milarepa said, I may have more time. You know, I may have tomorrow I can do, or day after tomorrow I can do, day after I can do. That Milarepa answered to the master. Then master thought, no, this is not my student anymore. Doesn't work. Then he sent it to Marvalosa's, you know, his teacher Marvalosa. Then Marvalosa gave him hard time to work hard. Then he realized, you know, after that. So actually is yes, some point has to be work hard. But in order to work hard, Mahamudra or any meditation, it has to be really skillful. That's very important. Not too hard for self. You know, certain time meditators, I noticed certain inside meditators, they already for hours. It's a wonderful, but one way, I don't know how. They needed some balance there. You know, short, you know, let's say, few short time, maybe one morning, few short. If you are in a long retreat, and then it's different, you know, that is the other cases. So also that is the my limit understanding of Mahamudra. And the Mahamudra is not just only meditation. This is I like to say. Not only the meditation, okay? It has to be meditation. But Mahamudra is also as a form of education. From an education point of view, we have to study about the Mahamudra. It's very important. Educated point of view, we have to study about the mind, you know, mind and heart, the emotions, how it works. You know, it's so wonderful somebody could meditate and realizing that's the best one. But those who could not, but then it's actually we needed kind of our system, education system, where we have to teach Mahamudra in an academic way. So that's why I'm going to say a few books here, which I myself study. Many of you already read already books are. So maybe give you some ideas, you know. The originally Mahamudra text, the root text is called the Ganges Mahamudra. Ganges Mahamudra is originally come from Indian master Telopa taught. The root text there, very concise. And there is many commentary about that text. You know, I don't know how many commentary in English version. I've seen a couple in Tibetan text, you know, Tibetan language, and then maybe you can find. That is the original one, you know, really Mahamudra teaching. There's many other ones too. These are the usually Mahamudra tradition of like a Kajupa lineage, the Milarepa lineage. Everybody believes that text is the original one, really, you know. Then there's a Mahamudra text, the moonbeams of Mahamudra. It's called the moonlights. Moonlights or moonbeams of Mahamudra, which is the writer's name is called Thakpo Trashi Namjal. Thakpo Trashi Namjal wrote. The book is almost like this size, the really thick. It's very wonderful text. It's very detailed about. It's very academic point. Then of course the practice is something, I have to separate. So the academic, very good point there. Then Mahamudra, Tat Karma Mahamudra prayer. That's a very short one, few pages there. That also has a commentary about it. Who wrote it, commentary in it. That's very good. Tat Karma Rangjung Dorje. Tat Karma is Rangjung Dorje, right? Karma Rangjung Dorje wrote. It's very, they call it the Mahamudra, but then the master, my own master, it says, it's not only Mahamudra talking about, it's talking about Dzogpa Chenpo, Rigpa's essence teachings there, and the Madhyamika, the essence, emptiness teachings in this prayer, the Mahamudra prayer says. Those are at least a wonderful book to read. Of course, many of you already read. Then there's another book, it's called Clarifying the Nature State. Clarifying the Nature State, which is also same writer, Dapotashi Namjar, which I read many times, at least 3-4 times. And I also transmission received too. So which is also very good text. Not so much, those texts are not so much philosophy there. Those texts are very practical talks about it, how to do the practice and certain things, those are talks about. Then of course Mahamudra is not just this book, that's every traditional of the Mahamudra, like usually historically traditional of we call the Milarepa lineage, right? Gambopa has a Mahamudra teaching. Of course Milarepa has all the songs teaching is about the Mahamudras, so then from there many lineage of the Kajupa lineage, like Dikung Kaju lineage has a Mahamudra, Karma Kaju, Karmapa lineage has a Mahamudra, Drupa Kaju has a many Mahamudra, Shangpa Kaju has a many Mahamudra teaching texts, and then comes Babrung Kaju, maybe you never heard about that word. There's many Kaju parts there. Babrung Kaju has many Mahamudras. So therefore, many Kajupa lineage has each of they have a wonderful texts are available. Very Mahamudra itself is become a study. It's a lot of text teaching there actually. So just to give you the thoughts about for myself also try to study, not just practice too. It also helps a lot in order to teach other after we have to study. It's just very important. Study is keeps us alive, to read. Otherwise, just what I mean is all necessary. All are necessary. All are important. Is what I mean is, So therefore, I sharing with you because of this the Rime Center. The Rime Center means everything welcoming. Simply what it means. Everyone is welcoming. Everyone equally important. That's very important for myself too. So therefore, I thought this all the Mahamudra teaching in the Mahamudra lineage teaching. Then other traditional Tibetan Buddhism also has a Mahamudra text too, not just only the Kajupa lineage. Okay, but that's kind of small, narrow. Haven't educated. Some people think, oh, Kajupa has only a narrow, other ones doesn't. No. Everybody has it. Everybody lineage. Or Sakyapa, Gilupa, or Sikolda, or they say have Nyingmapa has a Mahamudra too, teaching of Buddha. So that's very important. As we are in the field, wonderful field in the Rime Center, So that is the Rime Center means, actually for me is the definition of Rime, the non-sectarian means for them, So Well, I'm keep talking too long, so I'll let you guys talk. Anybody have some thoughts? Please.
And if anybody has a question, please use the microphone so people online can hear you.
Okay.
You've stunned us into silence.
Oh. In the online people anyway? No.
I'm not seeing any chats yet, so.
Okay. Yes. You have to please come in. Oh, thank you.
All of the texts that you mentioned, do you know if a lot of them have English translations? Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. That's
Yes.
And
Yeah.
Rinpoche, we may actually have several books upstairs in our lending library and the gift shop if
Yes.
people are interested in this.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. These books are already in English, available, And some of commentary, I'm not sure. This, the Moonbeams, that English already books there. And this all the root texts are come in English too. Then Ganges and Mahamudra commentary is a couple there. Those are available in the English. I'm not sure either. Couple there? Okay. 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 Wonderful. Yeah. Okay. So, yes. Yeah, she has some thoughts. Okay.
Rinpoche, you talked about the meditation on space, and I wonder if you could say a few words about, say we're gazing into space and there's a mountain there in front of us, and yeah, could you speak to that? What we do in relation to that?
Oh, thank you. So, the teachings of the Milarepa taught this Mahamudra meditation to one of his student, Dakini, name is called the Padram Bum. You may be in the songs of Milarepa, you can go with that one. Dakini Padram Bum's Milarepa talk about Mahamudra meditation when she interested about the meditation. So Milarepa taught first. So Milarepa says, first, sit somewhere comfortable. Your body rest like a mountain. Imagine your body is like a mountain. No moving. Okay? In the Kajuba lineage, no allowed to move actually. In some lineage they do like this always. But Kajuba, no. Every practice time, wherever you practice sadhana and any meditation, you just sit like a mountain. Sit. So then Milarepa says, your body imagining like a mountain as a strong, stable, just relax there. Then Milarepa says, look at after that, open eye, look at the space. Then she did meditation, look at the space. Continue for a couple of weeks. Then after some time, she come back to see Milarepa. And she says, Milarepa says, how are you doing, She says, oh, very good meditation, I enjoy it, looking at the space, looking at myself as a mountain, and then she have a question. After that, she says, when I look at the space, there's a lot of cloud comes. Then Milarepa says, she says, what to do with that? Then Milarepa, as I mentioned, look at the net, continue to the space. Just look at, just watch it, cloud, just look at there. So nothing to do, nothing follow, nothing judging, nothing grasping. The 3 point I might, Ali, right? No judge, not follow, not chasing after that, not judging, not holding, not craving. Just free from that, then watch again. Then it disappears, dissolves. All the clouds. Likewise, our thoughts like that. Then she keep meditating again and again, the space. Then she realized that there's so many mountains and the trees and everything, so many things there, So then she said, what to do with now? I see all this, mountains and the trees and everything, the birds and the sound and so many things happening. Then Milarepa says, yes, everything going to be happening. None of them can stop it because of the space. The energy of the space, the quality of the space of our mind and the heart, anything will arise, the thoughts. Likewise, the space, energy in our environment, everything, the Mother Earth is right there. Nobody can stop that part. It's going to be happening. Likewise, our own thoughts are naturally rises. Every thought has been already like a long time, few years, 20, 30 years, what we did. The thought come back. Maybe come back, maybe not. It doesn't matter. It's the reality, nature. The energy of the true energy is like this. Energy of the subtle body energy, subtle energy of the breathing, subtle mind and heart energies, all those create state, natural. The many thoughts we notice sometimes have nothing to do with it, this lifetime at all. Unusual things happen, So therefore, in a Mahamudra, in some Mahamudra prayer, it says, anything can be happen. Anything can be not happen. That's also possible. So therefore, look at their nature. Look at their true nature. Back, relax, and rest mind. That's all. Method is, when things rises, go back to the nature. Remain relaxed there. Relax our body. As a practice point of view, we have to relax our shoulders, relax our eyes, relax our breathings, relax our heart and mind. Rest it again like this, and relax. And continue. So then there is, continue, maintain that practices. Then in the Mahamudra says, what this says in the Ganges Mahamudra. Semla teso mena chaja chimboyi, tela kwanshin drina lamye chanchu thoughts. The mind is become a free thoughts. You cannot really describe. It looks like this way or looks like that way, totally free any thoughts. So then we are continue meditate. And Mahamudra teaching, Gangama, the Telupa said, then one day we reach enlightenment state, awakened state, completely awakened state. One day to completely awakened, to realizing everything, their nature, our own, the body nature, the mind's nature, and the heart's nature, external environments, their nature, human beings, non-human beings, their true nature, what is their true nature, to realize everything. So then mind has become a totally rich, true freedom. So therefore sometimes many masters said, and especially Shantideva, one advice there, Shantideva says, Simsung Toshu Matoba, Toshu Mambo, Jishicha. Shantideva says, protect your mind. That's a huge statement, actually. It's very good, sometimes it's, of course, it's always important, protect our own mind, So that's enough, right? Out. Yes, please.
Dedication of merit. By this merit may all obtain omniscience, may it defeat enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. By this merit may all obtain omniscience, may it defeat enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. By this merit may all obtain omniscience, may it defeat enemy wrongdoing. From the stormy waves of birth, old age, sickness, and death, from the ocean of samsara, may I free all beings. Long life prayer for Lama Gursum Rinpoche. Yogi Acharya Lama Gursum Rinpoche, embodiment of the three trainings, holder of the precious Draikung lineage, may your lotus feet remain firm in this world, and may all obstacles dissolve like mist at dawn. Guide of beings across vast lands, with gentle words and fearless heart, you quench the thirst of those who seek the Dharma. Carrying the nectar of the Buddha's teachings, your yogic heart echoes Milarepa's song. We humbly beseech you, may your life remain steadfast and long, and may your wisdom and compassion ever flourish, and may all beings awaken beneath your gaze.
Sonam de Damje Sevanye, Tonani Bedanam Bunch, Chega Naje Bala Toya, Sibe Solando, Sho, Jambe Bawa, Shedra Chembo, Undo Zombo de Andi, Teda Quinje Jison, Dalo Jegawan, Deda Danje Radongo, Duson Shibe, Jawa Danje Jengo, Kanlan Chodong Hop. Dajin Gave Zawan de Ganges, Sambo Jujra Rabdong, Jawa Gundo Yanda Lama Danda Michuje Pala Long, Sada Lamje Yenderat, Dorje Change Gombanyo Do Sho, Namba Jizerumbo Jazawa, Jiba Jiba, Badela Matabana, the Juma de la Charge and the Yuba. Sanjeda Chanju Sambabo, the woman Najava Hadu, Sanjeda Jamago, Najaki, Judgment, the Latin, is just in Angela Pendova George, Nagajulan, woman, the Jahid, and the Mongaji. Tadoga Samba Mijawa George, Tabata Nimajava, the Samba Fidget, Yamijawa George, sometimes just on Judges, and the Nagaji, and the Yon, the Begavation. Namadanya Basha, Sendinilla Saja Chimbojo, and Mudo Toba George, Nam Chivet, Sayan, Jujidong, and Minua Judician, and the Jawa Majaja, Tawala, Chiwa Majas, the Mayama Chiwa Majaja, Chivala Gawadan Chair, Doadan Chairs, and Nishindo, so the Chinishin, the Tawa, the Chica Parduji, and Chua Saja Chim, Choga Modo Toba George, Nada Gode Town, Jijis, and the Soba, you will give it so one day that the Sunian and Janyo, and Amel. Yanda Wazo Veshanju Ramboja Tobra George, Munjo Rambo, Tashi, and Latu Song get a issue, Tata to get a issue. Java goes on to Jetashi show and then you model it, Sindel and Nema, and the legend, you sit out of the Kunjo, some jet in the Dele show, Kare Correction of Pendant the Woman in Joe. Chenrezig what Tenzin Jazoya Shabes, the Vado Danger, Kunjo Ranges of Jamo, and Jadins about Truba Beverage, the wisdom which changes it. The Leland Gaja Shadin Show, Kunjo Sumjet, and Banzin Balanga, one Judge in Jamaica to the region, the very children, Nave Gaja Shadin Show, Papa Yoda, Orient Devashin, the Home Yoda, Garjeri, Jidin gombe to the Chuden Baba Den Gajin, Gaja Shadin Show, Monolova, Jared and Balon, Korea Nachos, Gombe, some young and Joe Mali. Show some debates and Jeju, Katisamo, Gombe, Nandraja to some Sanjay Kunjang, and then do it, and Joe Jisun Sanjay Nibe Shab de Show, Chanjo, Semner, Rambo, Maje, Bonam, Chijurj, Cheba, Nyamba, Meboy. Kone kondo pe wara sho. Oh, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Thank you.